and we welcome you to New York Yankee Payoff Pitch Baseball. Welcome to Yankee Stadium for tonight's game between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. Hello, everybody. Your sports time machine is here. Another game in the New York Yankee 1978 Payoff Pitch Replay. Tonight's pitchers, as played, Mike Flanagan for the Orioles takes on Catfish Hunter in the first of a two-game series here at Yankee Stadium. The Yankees defensively will be Chambliss, Randolph, Dent, Nettles, and it'll be Piniella, Rivers, and Jackson. The designated hitters, Cliff Johnson, and on the mound is Catfish Hunter. Catfish Hunter got beat up in his lone start of the season. And we can pull up numbers. We'll go ahead and share those records with you so far. Let's see if we can maybe share the Yankees' season stats so far. I'm not able to do that sometimes in live broadcasts, but as I'm putting together this special broadcast as a recording, I can do a little bit more than I expected. So, how about you give me 1 second and I'll see if we can set this up and show you exactly what's a part of the broadcast. So, just give me 1 second, folks. I know you guys are probably watching an empty screen right now. And give me 1 second to see if I can get this Excel to pop up. Not sure if it will or not. You know what? We'll just continue on with the game. My apologies. We'll get that fixed at some point. But we'll kind of give you numbers as we're going on. This New York Yankee team is only hitting .213 as a team, although they won 5 in a row. They are 5-3 on the season. They won 4 in a row. And they're 5-3. They have not lost since their game against the Milwaukee Brewers, where they lost 14-3. They've beaten the Brewers 8-3, and then they swept the White Sox 5-3, 4-0, and 5-3. This is a two-game series. Mike Flanagan will take on Catfish Hunter. Well, folks, let's get started. Add a little something extra to our game with the scoreboard. We'll try to change that every inning or so, just so it's easier to follow. So you'll do that. We're going to play with the dice roller up top in the top right-hand side. We're about ready to start it. And here we go with Al Bunbury. He'll step up. He is a left-handed hitter. So Bunbury waits. And here's the pitch from the Catfish Hunter, and the first pitch of the ball game. That's going to be a 5 from Catfish. That's in play. 53 on is ground ball to third. Nettles gets up, throws him out, and there is one away. So Al Bunbury is retired. That's a big man to get off the bases, always with good speed. And now here's the second baseman, the switch hitter, Billy Smith. Smith comes up, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Here's the pitch from Cat. That'll be a 4. That'll be patient. 42 on a patient is going to be a triple. So Billy Smith hits one in Death Valley. He will run forever, and he'll stand at third alone. 2 triples on the season. He got one. Runner on third and 1 out. Here's Ken Singleton. Yankees will now play the infield back. They'll give the Orioles a run. Kenny Singleton from the Bronx, New York. 31-year-old switch hitter will bat from the left-hand side, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 9. That's in the wheelhouse. 83 is a single just in range, and that should knock in the run. Runner on first advances 1 base. It got blooped in the right field. Billy Smith scores, and it's 1-0 Orioles. So Ken Singleton knocks in a run, and Catfish Hunter struggles continues. 1-0 Orioles. And here's the second baseman, Eddie Murray, the youngster, 22 years old, switch hitter. He'll bat for the left-hand side. He looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be tough. Tough on a 49 is a strikeout. And Murray is out for 2 outs. So now here is the designated hitter, Lee May, 35 years old, veteran right-hander, still with good power. He came up, I believe, with the Houston Astros, Cincinnati Reds, coming to the American League where he can DH. Here's the sign from Munson and the pitch. And it's going to be a 6. It's going to be patient. It's going to be patient on a 6. It's going to be a patient on a 66. And it's ground ball to second. Randolph gets it, makes the throw to first, and retires aside. Baltimore gets one in the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Baltimore one, and the New York Yankees coming to bat. So the Orioles defensively, it will be Murray, Smith, Belanger, DeCinces. In the outfield, it's going to be, I believe, if I'm right, I believe it's going to be Harlow, Bunbury, followed by Singleton. The designated hitter is Lee May. And on the mound for the Baltimore Orioles is Mike Flanagan. So Mike Flanagan on the mound. He'll pitch the Yankee lineup of Randolph, Rivers, Munson, Jackson, Pinella, Chambliss, Johnson, Nettles, and Dent. Here's the first pitch to Willie Randolph. He's been getting on base with some walks, not much hits lately. 6 from Flanagan is tough. 36 against the lefty is going to be a single for Randolph. So Willie Randolph gets on with the base hit. He needs to do that against left-handed pitching. Let's see if he gets some stolen base options. Nope, he cannot get the lead, so he'll stop at first. And now here is the scorching hot Mickey Rivers. Boy, did he have some series against the Chicago White Sox. Leads the team with RBIs. That's right, Mickey Rivers leads the Yankees in RBIs. Flanagan looks in from the stretch, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. It's gonna be a 10. It's going to be a 10. That's going to be in a ballpark. See, 36 to a left-hander. And that ball is deep. It's in the wheelhouse for Rivers. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 34. A 34 for Rivers is a single for Rivers. Long single in the gap of center field. Runner on first can go one base plus an extra base. Let's see if they can do it. See what Randolph's speed is. If he's at least a 6 or a 7, he is a 7. He'll take third. So he'll go to third. Yankees have first and third, nobody out. And the Yankees starting to get some offense here. First and third, nobody out against Mike Flanagan. Left-hander usually gives Yankee problems. Yankees getting 2 hits together here. Flanagan stretch gets the sign from Dempsey, and here's the pitch. And here we go. It's going to be an 8. That's going to be tough. Tough on a 17. A strikeout, and Munson's struggles continues. Munson has been really struggling. And now here's number 44, Reggie Jackson. Boy, he needs to get on a good homestand right now. Left-handed hitter, 32 years old. Came over from the Orioles in 77. So again, Flanagan from the stretch. Gets the sign and the pitch. That's going to be an 11. That's going to be tough. Tough against the lefty is a whiff, and Jackson down on strikes. So 2 away, and here is the left fielder, Lou Piniella. So Piniella usually hits lefties pretty well. This could be a good spot for him. Flanagan from the stretch from Dempsey, and here's the pitch. And it's going to be a 6. It's going to be tough. Tough on a 70 is out of reach. That's a ground ball to second, and the Yankees could not bring the runners home. No runs, 2 hits, they strand 2. 1 inning of play in the books. It's 1-0 Baltimore. Up next will be Larry Harlow, followed by Doug DeCinces, and then Rick Dempsey. They'll bat for the Orioles here in the second against Catfish Hunter. Hunter's fatigue is a 6, so he can pitch 5 into the 6 so long as he doesn't give up 3 earned runs. So here's the pitch from Hunter. That's going to be a 4. That's going to be patient. 19 patient against a righty is a walk, so Harlow will walk. Harlow doesn't have terrific speed, gets thrown out a bunch. He can go if he wants, so he is a D stealer. Munson's a 2, so I don't think you want to run those options. And now there's a third baseman, Doug DeCinces. Always a good hitter. Always more power against left-handed pitching. Hunter looks in, gets a sign from Munson. Runner on first and nobody out. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be patient. Patient on an 84 is going to be a ground ball to short. Let's see if we can turn 2. Double play 8, double play 6. It's a 4. It's 6-4-3. So DeCinces knocks into an inning, hits into a twin, killing double play. Pitcher's best friend. 2 out to the second. Here's Rick Dempsey. Dempsey the batter. Gets the sign. Hunter gets the sign from Munson, and here's the pitch. It's going to be a 7. That's going to be tough. Tough on a 25 and a whiff as Dempsey strikes out to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second inning here in the Bronx. It's Baltimore 1 and the Yankees nothing. Let's take just a second time out here, folks, to put some runs on the scoreboard here for Baltimore. They get the first run of the ball game, and they're up 1-0. Back to our game. So now we're in the bottom of the second inning. We'll change that in a minute. It'll be Chambliss, Johnson, and Nettles against Flanagan. Flanagan gets a sign from Dempsey. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 7 from Flanagan. That's in play. 0-9 lefty is a single for Chambliss. So Chris Chambliss gets a good one, gets a long single in the gap of center field. Chambliss on again, and the Yankees have their third hit. Let's see if they can string something together here. Here is the designated hitter and lefty killer, Cliff Johnson. He steps in, kind of struggling after he's getting some starts lately, getting some starts at DH, also catching. Flanagan gets the sign from Dempsey. Here's the pitch to Big Heathcliff. It's a 9. It's going to be patient. Patient 29 is a walk, and the Yankees put two men on. First and second, nobody out. So now here's the third baseman, Craig Nettles. Nettles comes up. He needs to trying to get his offense together. This Yankee team has been struggling so much with the bat. They could really need to pick me up right now. Flanagan gets the sign from Dempsey, looks in, first and second, no out, and the pitch. It's going to be a 12. That's going to be tough, unfortunately. A 95 is a sky to right field. Singleton will back up maybe an inch, makes the catch, and there's one away. Here's the shortstop, Bucky Dent. Came over from the White Sox and made the Yankees such a better fielding team. He was a big man on this team, but doesn't get along well with the manager, Billy Martin. It's always a problem. Not sure why, though. So Flanagan looks in, gets a sign, and here's the pitch. It's going to be a 6. It's going to be tough. Tough on a 34 is going to be a single for Bucky Dent. So a 6, tough. 34 is a single. So sharp liner drops in front of the left fielder. Runner on first, runner on second, advances one base, and then could go. Let's see what the options are. If Chambliss is a 6 or higher, I believe he does score. Chambliss is a running 7. He should score normally. So let's see where that hit to. That was a sharp liner in front of the left fielder, which should be Harlow. Let's see what Harlow's gun is. Harlow in left field, arm is a 7. So anything below a 7 scores. Anything higher would be an out. They're going to try to send him. Here's the throw. Safe. He just gets in. And the Yankees tie it up at 1. RBI for Bucky Dent, who has been one of the hotter hitting Yankees. First and second, one out. So they get in there, first and second, one out. Here's the second baseman, Randolph. This is the third hit of the inning. Actually, 2 hits and a walk. Randolph will now swing. Flanagan looks a little bit befuddled. He's from the stretch right now. First and second, one out. The pitch to Randolph. And that's going to be in play. A 64, could be a fly. It is a fly ball right field. Singleton camps in under it, and there's 2 outs. And now here's the scorching hot Mickey Rivers. Again, he bats from the left-hand side. First and second, 2 out. Flanagan trying to get a big hit here. Flanagan from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 4. It's going to be patient. Patient on an 84 is a ground ball the second. Billy Smith has it, throws him out, and the Yankees are done in the second, but they get a run back. We go to the third. We're all even at 1. Let's go ahead and now switch our scoreboard a little bit, folks. We have a good scoreboard here. The Yankees now do score there. They are now tied at 1. And then let's go into the inning reset. We'll go into the third inning, the top of it. There it is. So top of the third inning as we move our, let's go ahead and switch to scoreboard. There we go. It is now top of the third of a 1-1 ball game, as it's now Baltimore will send up Belanger, Bunbury, and Smith. So Belanger comes up, light hitting shortstop, been around for a while, always dependable at the glove, 34 years old. Weaver has always been a fan of this kid, as he's been with the Orioles all their life. Hunter looks in, gets the sign, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be patient on 06, and he works the walk. So Belanger works a walk for the Orioles to start the third. So now here is a center fielder, Al Bunbury. Ground ball the third, his first time up. Hunter working from the stretch. Runner on first. Looks in, gets the sign, and here's the pitch. It's going to be a 10. It's going to be tough. Tough on a 30 is going to be a righty's a strikeout as Bunbury down on strikes. So Bunbury down on strike. Third strikeout for the Cat. And now here is the switch hitting second baseman, Billy Smith. Hits lefties a lot better, so righties not so much. He'll switch hit here. Bat from the left-hand side against Hunter. Hunter works from the stretch, and here's the pitch. It's going to be a 12. It's in the ballpark, though. 74 is going to be a possible wheelhouse against a righty. 1-20 is a home run. It's a 64, and he missed it. That is going to be a ground ball to third. That could be a double play. Double play is a 5. Catfish is a 6. That's a 10. And it will be a fielder's choice. So Billy Smith beats the relay throw, and there's 2 outs. And now here is the right fielder, Ken Singleton. Singleton, more power against righties, better average against righties. Tough situation for Hunter to be in. Hunter looks in, gets a sign from Munson. Runner on first, 2 outs, and the pitch. It's going to be tough. Tough on 08, struck him out. Singleton down on strikes. And the Yankees get out of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. We're tied at 1. So now Munson, Jackson, Piniella, the bat for the Yanks. Munson in a terrible slump. Needs to get some hits here to get himself righted here. Mike Flanagan to make sure he can't. Flanagan looks in. Sign from Dempsey. Here's the pitch from the left-hander. It's a 5. It's in play. In play 45 will be a ground ball to first. Picked up by Murray. Gets to the bag himself, and that is out number 1. First out in the third inning. Here's Jackson. He struck out back in the first inning. Jackson gets up. Left-hander versus left-hander. Flanagan looks in. Gets the sign from Dempsey. And here's the pitch. It's going to be a 7. It's going to be in play, but a 44. It's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Good play by Flanagan. Makes the throw to first, and there's 2 outs. Good play by Flanagan. Self-perseverance there. 2 outs in the third. And now here's left fielder Lou Piniella. Ground to second his first time up. Flanagan looks in. Gets the sign from Dempsey, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 2, and that's in the wheelhouse. 23 for Piniella versus a lefty. A deep fly, left field. Back goes the left fielder, Harlow. It is gone. Home run, Lou Piniella. And the Yankees have taken a 2-1 lead. So Lou Piniella on a 2, wheelhouse. 23 on the wheelhouse. 23 versus lefties, a 1-30 home run, and Piniella sends it out of here to deep left field, and the Yankees take a 2-1 lead. So here's Chris Chambliss. He singled and scored back in the second. Flanagan looks in, gets a sign from Dempsey, and here's the pitch. It's going to be an 8. It's going to be tough. Tough on an 81's a fly to center field. Bunbury there makes the catch, and the Yankees are done in the third, but they get a run on a home run by Sweet Lou Piniella. We head to the fourth. It's 2-1 Yankees. So it's 2-1 Yankees. We'll add a run here to give them that 2-1 lead. Hopefully that will change to 2, and it does. And then we'll go into the top of the 4th inning. So we now go into the top of the 4th inning. Yankees now lead it 2-1. As the Orioles will send up Murray, May, and Harlow in the 4th against Catfish Hunter. So Catfish Hunter now with the lead. Looks in. Here's the pitch. That will be a 9. Oh, that's in the wheelhouse. That's a 64 versus a righty. And that's a line drive base hit for Eddie Murray. That's a right up the middle for a base hit. He hit it hard. So Murray's on with a single. He hit that one a ton. Luckily did not get any loft on it. Murray on at first and nobody out. Here is the designated hitter, Lee May. Hunter from the stretch gets the sign and the pitch. It's gonna be a 9. Again, it's in the wheelhouse. 88 though is a ground ball to short. Let's see if we turn 2. Double play 8. Double play 6. It's a 9 and a fielder's choice. So Murray retired on the fielder's choice. Lee may get there. Great slide by Murray. Broke that up. And now here is the left fielder, Larry Harlow. Harlow walked his first time up. One out, one on. Yankees lead by a run. Again, Catfish Hunter looking in, gets the sign from Munson, and here's the pitch from the crafty right-hander. It's a 9 again. It stays in the wheelhouse for the third time. Harlow versus a righty in 84 will be a ground ball the second. Let's see if we can turn two. Double play 8, double play 6. It's a 9. It's another fielder's choice. So back-to-back fielder's choices now. And now here's Doug DeCinces. So DeCinces a batter with 2 outs. Big right-handed hitter, always handled the Yankees well. Looking in the sign he gets from Munson, and the pitch from the Cat. It's going to be a 6. It's going to be patient. 39 patient from a righty is a double. Holy smoke, 6 patient. 39's a double. Now let's see if they score Harlow from first. It's a double ground ball down the line. All runners score and we're tied. So Harlow scores from first with 2 outs to Cincinnati. Like we said, hits the Yankees well, gets an RBI double. We're tied at 2. So now here's Rick Dempsey, another run. And now Catfish's day will be cut short. Going into the 6th inning, and the Yankees aren't going to have to rely on a bullpen to get a majority of outs. Hunter from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 4. That's going to be patient. Patient on a 41 is going to be, yes, another double for Rick Dempsey. And the Baltimore Orioles have taken a 3-2 lead. As the Cincinnati scores from second, it's a double for Dempsey, and the Orioles now lead at 3-2. So now here's Mark Belanger, the shortstop. So Catfish Hunter now needs us to survive this one. Again, from the stretch is Hunter. Here is the pitch. It's going to be patient again. 89 is a ground ball to short. Picks it up and throws them out. And the Orioles are finally out of this one. But we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Baltimore 3 and the Yankees 2. Ooh, not a good inning for us Yankee fans as the Orioles score 2 here in the 4th. And we'll go ahead and add 2 more runs to the Orioles here. Get back to the game in the bottom of the 4th. 3-2 Orioles in the 4th. It's Johnson, Nettles, and Dent to bat for the Yanks. Mike Flanagan still on the mound. Let's see. What did I do? Hang on one second. Make sure I got everything set up. Jackson, Pinella, we're good. So here's Cliff Johnson. See if he could tie this up in a hurry. Flanagan looks in, gets the sign and the pitch. It's going to be a 9. That's patient. Patient on a 5 is a walk. So Cliff Johnson works another walk, has a chance here. Here's the third baseman, Craig Nettles. Fly to right his first time up. Greg comes in, left-handed hitter, 33 years old, a lot of power, and boy, does he play defense. Flanagan from the stretch, and here's the pitch. It's going to be a 6. That's going to be tough. Tough on a 38. It's a strikeout just in there. He swung, and the umpire pulled the trigger on him. He said he went around. So one away. Here's the shortstop, Bucky Dent. Dent singled his last time up and drove in a run. Yes, I did. Make sure I have the RBI for Dent. Right-handed hitter, wearing number 20, 26 years old. Flanagan from the stretch. Runner on first, 1 out, the pitch from Flanagan. That's going to be tough. Tough on an 0-3 and swung on and missed and struck him out. Second strikeout of the inning for Flanagan. Third, fourth of the game. And now here is second baseman Willie Randolph. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Single back in the first, fly to right in the second. Flanagan looks in from the side. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 7. That's going to be in play. In play on an 11 is a single for Willie Randolph. So he gets a big single. Runner on first advances 1 base. So Johnson will stop at second, station the station. 2 for 3 for Randolph, and it gives Mickey Rivers, the hottest Yankee, a chance. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game, a single back in the first. Left-handed hitter Rivers against left-handed Flanagan. Flanagan from the stretch. First and second, 2 out pitch from Flanagan. It's a 7. It's in play. In play on a 40 is going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Good play by Flanagan. Throws them out in the inning. No runs, one hit. They strand two. We head to the fifth. It's 3-2 Baltimore. 3-2 Baltimore. We head to the top of the fifth inning. Let's go into the fifth inning, the famed fifth inning here as the Yankees trail 3-2 on a night here at Yankee Stadium, where they have swept the Chicago White Sox this past weekend. So now we continue on here. 3-2 in the fifth. Orioles will now swing with Bunbury, Smith, and Singleton here in the inning. This will probably be Catfish's last inning. He can go into the sixth, but he's already given up his 3 runs. So now it looks in. Bunbury from Hunter and the pitch. It's going to be 5. It's in play for Bunbury. That's a base hit for Bunbury. He may be out of here sooner than that. Let's see. That's a sharp liner to center field for Bunbury. His first hit of the ball game. And so far for the Baltimore Orioles, they have gotten so far 5 hits in this ball game. So 3 runs on 5 hits. Here is Billy Smith now. He's again switch hitting second baseman. He's 1 for 2, tripled in the first, scored, and then hit into a fielder's choice. Smith batting lefty against Hunter. Hunter from the stretch, and here's the pitch. It's going to be 7. It's going to be tough. Tough on an 0-2 strikeout. Billy Smith down on strikes, 1 away. And now here's a right fielder, Ken Singleton. So Singleton, the batter, he's 1 for 2, a single and strikeout with 1 away. Looks in. Hunter gets the sign and the pitch. It's going to be a 5. It's going to be in play. And in play, 0-4 is a base hit for Ken Singleton. It's a long single in the gap of center field. Runners will only advance 1 base, and Bunbury will stop at second. And now the Orioles with 2 on and 1 out for the first baseman, Murray. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game. Hunter trying to survive this. Yankees will play the infield in. Looking in from the stretch. Gets the sign and the pitch from Hunter. And that's in the wheelhouse. 72 against a righty is a long single for Murray. Now not going to run. Runner on second scores. Ball blooped in the right field. Here comes Bunbury. Scores. And the Orioles lead it 4-2. That's a big hit for Murray. His first RBI. And the Orioles now with a 4-2 lead with 1 out here in the fifth. So now it's going to be Lee May. That is going to be first and second with 1 out. And May the batter. Gets the sign from Hunter, who looks to be losing some of his stuff right now. Here is the pitch. It's going to be a 6. It's going to be patient. Patient on a 67. Is going to be a ground ball to second. Let's see if we can turn to double play 6. Double play 8 is a 6, and that's a 4-6-3 double play. 67 is a ground ball second. 4-6-3 on the DP. So a definite needed double play there. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It is 4-2 Orioles. Let's go ahead and add another run for the Orioles here. So it's now 4-2 in the bottom of the fifth inning. Wait a minute. That was not right. Oh, it's dropped them a run. Let's add the Orioles a run. There you go. Score our handheld scoreboard technicians doing a fine job. 4-2 Baltimore. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Wild game. A lot of hits so far. Munson, Jackson, Piniella will bat for the Yanks. Again, Thurman needs to get started here. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Flanagan stays in from the stretch, and here's the pitch. It's a 7. It's in play against the lefty base at Munson. That's what Thurman needed. A base hit versus a lefty. He's 1 for 3. So Munson is on. That was well needed. He brings the tying runner now to the plate. That was a line drive in center field. Perfectly hit by Thurman. And now here's Reggie. As he's a straw that stirs the drink, they say. Flanagan from the stretch gets the sign, and here's the pitch. It's a 5. It's in play. 87, ground ball to second. Double play 6. Double play 8. It's a 5. It's a double play. Jackson hits into a 4-6-3 double play. So with two outs, here's the left fielder, Lou Piniella. Piniella homered. Back in the third inning, Flanagan looks in, gets a sign from Dempsey, and here's the pitch. It's going to be six. It's going to be tough. Tough on an 89 to ground ball to short. Good play there by Belanger. Throws him out, and that will end the inning. We head to the sixth. It is 4-2 Orioles. So now we go to the top of the sixth inning. And let's see what we're gonna do here. We'll go ahead and add another inning to the mix. It's now 4-2 heading to the sixth. Harlow, DeCimce, and Dempsey. But the Yankees will have to make a pitching change as Catfish Hunter goes 5. I was hoping that meant they can go 6, and then the seventh inning he comes out. But the way they put it, it says if you hit your inning of fatigue, and it's three or more runs, you do come out. So now, what do they do? Well, he gets 24 innings in. Let's bring him in early. Let's see who actually pitched this game where they actually did lose. They lost the actual game, to be honest, 6-1. So Catfish Hunter went 4 in the third inning. Gossage came in and actually pitched 3 2/3. Kenny Clay came in and cleaned it up for an inning. Need to bring our scoreboard back, folks. My apologies. Let's go ahead and bring our scoreboard back into play. And hang out. See why we have not. Come on, folks. Let's bring me back my scoreboard here. Here we go. Scoreboard is back. So now for the Yankees, it will be possibly, let's see who's up for Baltimore here. Left, right, and right. You know what? Could be a spot for Clay. He has been used kind of frequently. Yankees ERA as a team has come down a bit, 4.13 after that bad Brewer game. So let's see, innings pitched wise. Lyles had 7 innings of work. Ken Clay's been in 6 2/3. And Gossage has only been in 3 innings. So they're probably gonna bring in Jim Beattie here. Again, he's probably not on the roster, but that's fine. I'm not exactly playing full rosters on who's available. So Beattie will come in and work. Beattie, they say, is a 6 and a long, so he'll be able to probably give me 2 to 3 good innings here. So now here's Harlow. Harlow will bat for Baltimore. He's walked, hit into a fielder's choice, and has scored a run. Orioles do lead 4-2, top of the sixth inning. And we are ready to go. So Beattie looks in, gets a sign from Thurman, and here's the first pitch. It's going to be a 10. It's going to be patient. Patient, and he said, ground ball to second. Nice play by Randolph. Throws him out for 1 out here in the sixth. Big out to get. Now here's Doug DeCince. Hit into a double play and doubled in a run back in that big fourth inning when Baltimore scored 2. So Beattie looks in, gets the sign from Thurman. Here's the pitch from the big right-hander. It's a 6. It's tough. Tough on a 25. Struck him out. Good job there by Beattie. 2 outs as we go to the sixth. So now here's the catcher, Rick Dempsey. Dempsey has struck out, doubled in a run in the fourth. Beattie looks in, gets a sign from Munson, and here's the pitch. It's going to be a 2. That's in the wheelhouse for Dempsey. 69's a ground ball hard to second. Randolph comes up with it, throws him out, and the Orioles go easy. 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the sixth coming up. It's 4-2 Orioles. So 4-2, bottom of the sixth inning. Yankees will now send up Chambliss, Johnson, Nettles. So far, Chambliss in the ball game is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Chambliss a swing, left on left. Flanagan looks in, gets the sign, and here we go. It's going to be a 6. It's going to be tough. Tough on an 88. It's a ground ball to short. Good play by Dent. Throws them out, and there's 1 out. Chambliss is 1 for 3. So now here's Cliff Johnson. He has not had an official at bat. He has walked twice so far in the ball game. Flanagan looks in, sign from Dempsey, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 9. That's going to be patient again. 32. Patience, a walk, and Cliff Johnson's walked 3 times. So Johnson walked. He heads to first, and now here's the third baseman, Greg Nettles. 0 for 2, fly to right, and a strikeout. gets the sign, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 7. That's in play. In play on a 47 is going to be a ground ball to first. Let's see if we can turn to double play 8. Double play 8. It's a 7, and that will be an ending double play. 3-6-3. Great play by Murray. Goes to short to Belanger. Back to Murray to end the sixth inning. We go to the seventh. It's 4-2 Orioles. 4-2 Orioles will go ahead and change innings to the faithful top of the seventh inning. Score has not changed. So now in the seventh, the Orioles will now send the Belanger, Bunbury, and Smith. Belanger, the ball game is 0 for 1 with the walk. Looks in his Beatty and the pitch. That's going to be a 6. That's going to be tough. Tough 0-8 and a whiff, and a struck him out. So again, a strikeout for Belanger. 1 out in the top of the seventh inning of a 4-2 ball game. Here's center fielder Al Bunbury. Bunbury to bat here. Beatty looks in, gets the sign. It's going to be a 2. It's in the wheelhouse. 76 is a little bit too high. Fly ball center field. Back goes Rivers a couple steps, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Bunbury before that was 1 for 3 with a big run scored back in the fifth inning. That gave the Orioles a 2-run cushion. 2 outs in the seventh, and here's Billy Smith. He is right now 1 for 3 in the ball game. A triple and a run scored, hit into a fielder's choice and struck out. Beatty looks in, calming the Yankees team a little bit. Here's the pitch. It's going to be an 8. It's going to be tough. Tough on a 35 is a strikeout. Big strikeout for Jim Beatty. He struck out 3 in 2 innings. What a job for Jim. So the big right-hander calming down the Oriole offense. 7th inning stretch. You got it, stretch it. It's 4-2 Orioles. Dent Randolph followed by Rivers against Flanagan in his 7th inning, but he's only given up 2 runs so far, so he's kind of on a tight leash. Flanagan looks in, gets a sign. Here's a pitch from Flanagan. It's going to be patient. Patient on a 58 is just a little bit over. That's a fly ball right field. Singleton camps in under it, makes the catch, and Dent is 1 for 3. Here's second baseman Willie Randolph, 2 for 3 in the ball game. You can tell he's coming out of his funk a little bit. Flanagan looks in. Sign given by Dempsey, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 3. That's going to be the first defensive check of the ball game. It's going to be an error on the Sensei. The Sensei's error rating is a 4. 1 to 39 is an error. Here comes the play. Got him for the play. Good play by the Sensei. 2 away. So Randolph thrown out. He's 2 for 4. Good play by the Sensei to get it, and he got enough on it. Here's Rivers. He's 1 for 3 in the ball game. Flanagan looks in. Sign and the pitch to Mick. It's going to be a 9. That's going to be patient. Patient on a 23 is going to be a walk, and Rivers is on. So now with 2 out, Rivers is on. Cannot get the lead. Will stay put. Here is Munson. He got a big hit the last time up. Is that going to be what starts him right now? Flanagan from the stretch, looking in, gets a sign from Dempsey. Runner on first, 2 outs and the pitch. It's going to be a 3, another defensive check. Second one. It's going to be an error again, this time on the third baseman. Holy cow, is that back-to-back errors? It is. So he is a 4 again. 1 to 39 is an error. Here's the throw. Got him. Another play by DeCinces. Makes another spectacular play. We played 7 here in New York. Baltimore 4 and the Yankees 2. Let's go ahead and change our scoreboard as we go to the 8th inning. So we go into the 8th inning of the score. Baltimore 4 and the Yankees 2. Let's see how we got here. Billy Smith scored an RBI by Ken Singleton in the first to make it 1-0. The Yankees tied it in the second on an RBI single by Bucky Dent. Yankees took the lead on the third on a home run by Lou Piniella, and the Orioles stormed ahead with 2 runs in the fourth. RBI doubles by DeCinces, and DeCinces DeCinces and Dempsey. That gave the Orioles a 3-2 lead. And then a big RBI single from Eddie Murray in the fifth gave the Orioles a 4-2 lead. Catfish Hunter went five, while Mike Flanagan right now has gone seven strong innings, only giving up 2 runs as we go to the top of the eighth. It will be Singleton, Murray, May against Beatty, working his third inning. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 10. It's patient. Patient on a 74 is a single for Singleton. He waited that time. So Singleton gets a base hit. So for Singleton, he's 3 for 4. Good job from Ken Singleton. So now here's Eddie Murray. Murray with 2 hits in the ball game. Runner on first, nobody out. Beatty now needs to work his way out of this. From the stretch, here's the pitch. It's going to be a 5. It's going to be in play, but a 92 is a sky to right field. Jackson comes in under it, makes the catch, and Singleton gets back to the bag. Here's designated hitter Lee May. 1 out, 1 on. Beatty from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's going to be patient. Patient on a 41 versus a righty is against a lefty. That's bad. Against a righty, that's good. Ground ball to first. Big pick up there by Chambliss. Gets to the bag himself as Singleton will move to second with 2 outs. So now Singleton in scoring position. 2 outs for Larry Harlow. And now here comes Billy, I think. He's on the steps. He's waiting and calls timeout. So he calls timeout. He has gone officially 2 2/3. So Beatty will go 2 2/3 here. The Yankees will call on Sparky Lyle. He'll be the new pitcher for the Yanks. Left on left. We know Harlow does not hit lefties that well at all. So again, they're bringing a better pitcher here into the 8th inning. So Lyle will come in, and that'll mean Harlow will probably get pinch hit for. Weaver's not stupid. So this is the starting left fielder. So guess what? You're gonna get Gary Renicky, who normally can destroy lefties. So we get Lyle against Renicky here. Let's see if Lyle can make the pitch. He can make the pitch. So Renicky will swing. Puts him in the scorebook. From the stretches, Lyle. First and second, nobody, 2 outs. And runner on first and 2 outs. It's a 5. It's in play. On a 6. A base hit for Renicky. Does the job. Ground up the middle for a base hit. The runner on first will go to third. Oh no, Singleton was on second, will score. So Gary Renicky gets the job done, a pinch hit RBI. That run will be charged to Beatty, and the Orioles lead at 5-2. So now here's DeCinces. So Earl Weaver outsmarts Billy Martin there. And now here's the pitch from Lyle. It's a 9, it's in play. In play on a 49, ground ball to third. Nettles comes up with it, throws him out. And the Orioles get a big run in the 8th. It's 5-2 Orioles. We go to the bottom of the 8th. So now it will be for the Yankees here. Jackson, Piniella, and Chambliss. See if they can muster something against Flanagan. Flanagan, so far, the Oriole bullpen has been kind of quiet right now. They don't know if they want to come out and pull them out here. It's the bottom of the 8th inning. The Orioles just added another one to make it 5-2. 5-2 Orioles, bottom of the 8th inning. Jackson, Piniella, Chambliss against Flanagan. Flanagan, the big windup and pitch. 12 is tough. Ooh, tough on a 91. There's a ground ball to second. Smith throws him out, and there's 1 away. Jackson is 0 for 4, and the Yankees, just lack of hitting, just keeps on biting them. Here's Piniella, 1 for 3, home run back in the 3rd inning. Flanagan looks in the sign, and here's the pitch. It's in the wheelhouse again for Sweet Lou. 58, a single for Piniella. Line drive to left field. So Piniella, his second hit of the ball game. They're now down 3, though. So again, they don't want to take any extra need bases. Here is the first baseman, Chris Chambliss. Chambliss to hit, 1 for 3 in the ball game. Flanagan from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 7. That's in play, but in play 52 is a ground ball to third. Let's see if we can turn 2. Double play 5. Double play 8. It's a 7. It's a fielder's choice. So with 2 out, Chambliss hits into the fielder's choice. And now Cliff Johnson, the batter. Now his run doesn't really mean anything. So Weaver will stick out with Flanagan here right now. Flanagan 280 some odd innings in 78. So you can tell Flanagan's one of the workhorses on this team. Flanagan from the stretch and the pitch. And that's going to be in the ballpark, but a 94 is going to be an in-play result for Johnson. 1-20 is going to be a single. No, it is going to be 79, and that's going to be a fly ball center field. Bunbury there makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit. It was wasted away. We go to the top of the ninth. It's 5-2 Baltimore. 5-2 inning. Top 5-2 Baltimore, top of the ninth. As again, the thing has been worked. 5-2 in the ninth inning. Can they do it here? The Orioles will now send up Dempsey, Belanger, and Bunbury to bat here against Sparky Lyle. So Beatty goes 2 2 2/3, and then with Harlow coming up, they brought in Lyle and Harlow, and then Renicky came in as a pinch hitter, got a big RBI base hit to extend the lead 5-2. So that run 2 2/3, 1 earned run by Beatty. So now Lyle comes in the full ninth inning here, and he will now pitch to Dempsey, Belanger, and Bunbury as stated. Here's the pitch from Lyle. That's going to be a 6. That's tough. 24. That's not a strikeout. Hang on. That's tough. 24. That's a double for Dempsey. His second double of the ball game. So a leadoff double for Rick Dempsey, his second of the game. The former Yankee comes through. Now here's Mark Belanger, runner on second and nobody out. Lyle looks in, gets the sign from Munson, and here's the pitch. It's a 5. It's in play, but a 67 ground ball to second. He hit it to the right side. He did his major league job. Runner will go to third. Is Dempsey, and there's 1 away. And now here's Bunbury. Bunbury in the ball game is 1 for 4. He singled and scored back in the 5th inning. Yankees again will play the infield in if needed. Looking in, gets the sign is Lyle, and the pitch needs a strikeout here. It's going to be in play on a 51. It's a ground ball to third. They will hold that runner, throws him out, and there's 2 away. So Bunbury 1 for 5. Now here's Billy Smith. He is 1 for 4, tripled in the first, scored, and he is struck out the last 2 appearances. Big pitch from Lyle here to keep the Orioles at bay within 3 runs. Looks in as Lyle, gets the sign from Munson, and the pitch. It's going to be 7. Again, it's in play, but a 98's a fly ball right field. That should do it. Retires the side, and Rick Dempsey is stranded at third. We go to the bottom of the ninth. It is 5-2 Baltimore. So now the Yankees will now see what they can do. Last licks, as they say. It's going to be Nettles, Dent, and Randolph, and whomever against Flanagan here in the top of the ninth inning. They will keep him in there. And when they give up another run, he'll be done. So he's basically working on a short lease. Gives him a run, he's done. Don Stanhouse, the Oriole closer, is ready. Here's the first pitch. Here's the first pitch to Nettles. It's a defensive check. They've passed the last 2. Error on Singleton. He's right here. Error on Singleton. He is a 3. Error on Singleton means a 1-47 is the error. A 23, it drops in. So let's draw the card on the error. It's a single and +1. So the Yankees get a man on. Nettles will go to second on the error as he misplayed it. So single E9. So runner on second and nobody out. And now here is Bucky Dent. Yankees have possibly the time runner with Randolph on deck. A run scored here, and the Oriole bullpen will be called. Flanagan from the stretch, and here's the pitch. It's in the wheelhouse. 67 is going to be a ground ball. The second runner will go to third, and there's one away. One away, and here's Randolph. Rivers on deck. Munson the follow. Flanagan looks in. Runner on third, one out. Dempsey puts it down. Flanagan stays in there from the stretch in the pitch. It's an 8. It's going to be tough. Tough on an 81 is a fly ball center field. It's shallow enough. Bunbury comes in, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. A tough does hold. Let's see what Nettles' running rating is. He is a 5. We're not going to try to score on that, and there's 2 outs. Oh my, Yankees down to the last one. It's Mickey Rivers. Rivers so far is 1 for 3, a hit and a walk. Can he keep it going for a possibility for Munson here? 5-2 Baltimore, bottom of the ninth. Flanagan looks in, gets a sign from Dempsey, and here's the pitch. It's a 10. It's in the ballpark to a lefty. Yes, it is going to be in the wheelhouse for Mickey. 46 is a single for Rivers. So runner on second scores. So the Yankees still have life. So Nettles scores RBI again for Mick and is now a 5-3 ball game. And now the Orioles have to probably bring in Stanhouse, who has been a cup of dynamite all year. You never know what you're going to get from him. So Stanhouse comes in. He is their closer. And to say he's a bit eccentric would be an understatement to eccentric. So here is Stanhouse. If we could find, we just gave him all this publicity and he's not in here. Holy cow. Give me 1 second. If he's anywhere, he's probably areas. There is the estranged Don Stanhouse, right-handed pitcher, 27 years old, as Weaver hands him the ball, the 5-3 lead. And it's going to be Munson. He's 1 for 4. Can he keep it alive and give a turn to Jackson? So here we go. Stanhouse from the stretch gets the sign. And the pitch. It's an 8. It's going to be patient. 91 is a ground ball to short. Belanger got it. Goes to second for the force, and that's the ball game. A fielder's choice will end it. The Yankees get 1 in the ninth. The final score here is Baltimore 5 and the Orioles 3. Give me 1 moment as we give the Yankees an extra run here in the ninth. And that's it, folks. That is the ball game. So 5-3 Orioles. So let's tally it up here from the stadium. So the Yankees lose the first one in 4. So now the record will drop, I believe, to 5-4. The Orioles, let's see, we'll count up hits like we normally do. 1 hit in the they had 2 hits in the first, no hits in the second, no hits in the third. 3 hits in the fourth, and then they went hit. They had 3 hits in the fifth, nothing in the sixth, nothing in the seventh. Then they got 2 hits in the eighth, and then they strung together a couple more hits in the ninth, but did not score with 2. So 4, so 6, 8, 10. So they actually had 12 hits in the ball game. So Baltimore 5 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. For the Yankees, they had 2 hits in the first, did not get anything. They had 2 hits in the second, RBI base hit by Bucky Dent. Hit in the third, home run by Piniella. 1 hit in the fourth, nothing left. 1 hit in the sixth, nothing. It's a nothing. So 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, none in the sixth, and they got none in the seventh. And then they got 1 in the eighth, and then in the ninth they got 2. So 4, 5, 6, 8. They got 10, so 3 runs on 10 hits for the Yankees. So Baltimore 5-5, 12-1. The Yankees 3-10-0. Next game will be against will be the Baltimore Orioles. Looks like to be a matinee of the second game of the series. We'll see. Maybe we can broadcast that tomorrow. Being on a Saturday, we'll see how things are. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup on that face so we can find out exactly more information about this game. I have a feeling it's probably Gator. And let's see who were the pitching matchups for this second game. This was actually this was a 2:40 in the afternoon matchup with the Orioles 1-6-1. It was a night game the way they placed it, but I guess I read it wrong. So give us a second here if you're staying with us. We'll go ahead and give you some results for this one. Yankees did win 4-3. Sparky Lyle got the win. So let's see who pitched for the Yankees to go and had a no decision. I believe that could have been what it was. This one was, again, both are afternoon games. This was a local 2 o'clock start, Tuesday, April 18th. Looks like the starters were Dennis Martinez for Baltimore, Audrey for the Yankees. Both got no decisions. Lyle got the win in relief, and Tippy Martinez lost it. 53 degrees here will be at the stadium tomorrow. The Oriole lineup looks the same. It'll be Bunbury, Belanger, Renicky gets the start and left. Murray, May, the Sensei, Lopez and right, Dempsey and Dower, a little bit different lineup. Yankees will go Randolph, Rivers, Munson, Jackson, Chambliss, Nettles. White gets the start and left and playing well. Spencer is my DH and Bucky Dent will be the shortstop. So join us again when we broadcast. It'll be Dennis Martinez taking on Rod Guidry. Well, folks, have a good rest of your evening. You see your final score again, and let me put that on the screen. You can, just so we have it. And there you go. At 5-3, Baltimore is your final. So again, Orioles win it. We'll be back at the conclusion of this 2-game series. And have a good night, everybody. Final score: Baltimore 5 and the Yankees 3.